Hey guys, so Torix here with another guide. I wanted to first and foremost thank you guys for coming back. It means the world to me, and I'm excited to give you guys some more juicy PoE guides. And this one is a double purpose guide, which is always good. So with multiple atlas trees, it's becoming easier to do multiple types of content at any given time. So I urge you to make this one of your top 3. So it's not only good for sustaining your farming strategies with 8 modded maps, it's also a currency provider, as you see in the title. So why do you want 8 modded maps? What 8 modded maps do for you is it's the basis of higher end farming strategies, where it has 8 different unique modifiers to the map. And the more modifiers, the more difficult and the more item quantity, rarity, and pack size that you get within the map, which yields you more currency. So there is Discord TFT that you can buy and sell 8 modded maps, but they tend to be super expensive. So if you didn't want to buy them in bulk, how are these people getting all of these maps? Well, today we're going to find out how we have been sustaining our own 8 modded maps the entire league. Alright, so first thing that we're going to be taking a look at is our Scarabs and what we do on our map device. So we are going to be running 2 Harbinger Scarabs, a Harbinger Scarab that just adds additional Harbingers into your map, and a 50% chance to be replaced by a powerful Harbinger boss, which we also have them in our Atlas tree, so we can juice them to make more rare mobs. The more rare mobs, the better chance of getting more maps. So we have a Cartography Scarab, which increases the amount of maps that we find inside of our map, and the Corruption Scarab, which makes all of the maps that are non-unique drop in a corrupted with 8 modifiers. So this is where this starts, and none of these scarabs are by any means terribly expensive, so it's very feasible to do. Doing 20 at a time will yield you more than what you would think. And on your map device, you're going to want to put more Harbingers in the map. More Harbingers, more monsters, more rares, more loot. Now let's take a look at our Atlas and see how it works. Alright, so here's the Atlas tree that we went with. It is definitely customizable in some ways. Feel free to mess with it a little bit. This is what I've been using that has been providing and yielding me with very good results. What I do is I path through Nico and grab Packed with Energy, just because it makes the maps a little bit easier to run when there's a lot of rares and Harbingers around. I get all of the shrine nodes that I can along the way. It just makes the maps easier. Definitely want to grab Singular Focus. This is going to make sure that a map that you favorite is going to be the map that drops 8 modded, so super important. Also make sure to grab pack size of either Eater or Exarch, whichever you prefer. I prefer Eater here, and also the extra pack size up here. The next thing is we're also going to make sure we get all of our Scarabs, because if we're killing a bunch of mobs this league, you want Scarabs. You're just going to end up passively making money off of that, as well as we want Map Effect. So we put Map Effect in here to, again, increase the strength of our maps, which is going to yield us higher quantity and rarity on each of the maps, which will get us more maps. So definitely want to grab all of your quantity up here as well, because this just increases the amount that you're going to get. And yeah, it's a pretty simple run. It's a pretty simple tree, but very effective and works super well. All right, so here is the loot tab for we did 10 maps. Actually, we did 9 maps as like a quick guide to see what we could get out of it. Now, on the maps that we ran, were not 8 modded maps, so they were just regular, pretty much Alkin Go maps. And of the 9 with this strategy, we ended up getting 28 modded maps, and we were able to sift through them and collect, I believe it was 13 or 14 of them that we can use. And this only took me about 35 to 40 minutes. I was going through these maps pretty quick. So I went through 9 of them that fast, got about 20 maps, which comes out to about 480C if you were to sell all of them. So you know, you could do that math yourself. That's quite a bit. As well as on the other side, you see all of the scarabs that I ended up getting as well. So the profit in the scarabs is covered by the scarabs that we get, and we get our 8 modded maps for our strategy. And like I said, it's only Alk and Go maps that I got 20. So had I used 8 modded maps and to get more maps, I could almost double it, or close to, right? Just based off of the amount of quantity in an Alk and Go map versus an 8 modded map. So definitely worth it. Definitely worth getting your own maps. It'll save you some money. And the ones that you can't run, you can always sell on TFT. Now, how do you know which ones you can run? Well, glad you asked. Let's go over PoE Regex. And I'm going to show you how you can tell which maps you can run and which ones you cannot. Alright guys, so this is PoE Regex. There's going to be a link to this in the description below, so feel free to click on that to get right to it. What this website does is it allows you to pick and choose the modifiers that you want on your 8 modded maps. And as you see down here, I have highlighted elemental damage, physical damage reflect, cannot leech, minus to all maximum resistances, less recovery rate and energy shield, and reduced flash charges, because those brick my build. Now once they're highlighted, there's going to be these weird little things up here. What you're going to do is you're going to hit copy, and then when you go back to your PoE, you're going to see your maps here that are all in your inventory, where it says highlighted terms. Control V it, and now this weird stuff is here again. Now what this is it's filtering those modifiers directly from your maps. So if it's highlighted like this, that means that these are safe maps to run. If they're darkened out like this, that means there's something in these maps that you didn't want. So this one has monsters reflect, physical, and Ellie. This one can't be leeched. This one is plus to minus, or minus to all maximum resistances. Now that doesn't mean that these maps are dead. This is actually part of the profit of rolling 8 modded maps. You can sell these maps, and right now they're going for between 15 and 20 C each if you sell them in bulk on TFT. So it's also a really good money maker for this, but what I'm doing it for is farming my own maps for my own strategy. Alright guys, I just wanted to thank you one more time for stopping by. I really appreciate it. If you guys like the content, please give me a like. Feel free to subscribe. It helps me stay motivated to make you guys more content, and I really do enjoy doing it. The Discord link will be down below as well. Come on in. We got the boys talking all the time, PoE, and I'm streaming all the time on Kick as well. So thank you guys, and you guys have a good one. Get some maps, and we'll see you soon.